I'm all right. Hell no. Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it.
Steer from the 3. Streaks across the 30. He might be gone.
It's up. Gaston to the right. Oh,
they got blockers. They got blockers. They've got a lane.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Darrell Langham with the grab.
Stars intercepted. Look out. Trajan Bandy, the true freshman. We got the truth again.
Because when the U is on and the U brings it, there's nothing like it. We got to get there. And it's going to take everybody.
What's up, Kings fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Miami Knights podcast. It is Thursday, and that means it is time for the opponent prep preview show. This week, your Miami Hurricanes take on the Syracuse Orange at Hard Rock Stadium, 3:30 p.m. ESPN. Okay? It's been a week, everybody. It has been a week. Ever since that Carson Beck interception in overtime and then SMU scoring the ensuing winning touchdown, a lot has happened. I am exhausted from it all. Obviously, a lot of negativity surrounding this program right now. Vibes are bad. But the beautiful thing about football is the next week you get another opportunity to change the narrative, change a little bit of the discourse, and start getting back on the right track here. And we have the opportunity to do that this Saturday. It's beautiful. It's fall. It is November. Hope you are enjoying it wherever you're at. I'm here in New York. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. A little crisp, a lot of crisp in the air, actually, and we're feeling good. It's soup season. It's comfort food season. It is stout season. So, you know what? There's things good happening outside of football, right? Right? Okay. It's just me, just Joe this week. No Jimmy, no Kurt for this preview show, but it's all good. If you missed it, we dropped our main show on Monday, and we'll have another one this coming Monday. Hopefully better vibes coming after that, after the Syracuse game. So let's look first, kind of recap this week. Starting with Monday, let's do a little homework, a little cleanup about what we might have missed after we dropped our show on Monday. So just a few of the press conference notes from Mario Cristobal and his press conference on Monday. Most notably, he mentioned that we did submit to the ACC the multiple missed calls. We've done this a lot. The ACC refs have been utterly atrocious this season. And, I mean, in past seasons, too. Really, really bad. And not just for Miami. I mean, it's across the board bad. The calls against Miami have been giant and in really big situations and really, really bad calls. And we did submit those for review. Now, we've done this before. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what kind of repercussions happen when they realize that some of these game-changing calls were incorrect. But someone needs to just bookmark this and follow up with Mario Cristobal every single week and be like, did we hear back about the SMU game? Because I need answers. I need clarity on some of those calls because they were egregious, really bad. Again, not the only reason we lost, but it certainly didn't help. Those were giant calls in giant moments that mind-boggling, like when your brain is trapped in a bottle. What else? Mark Fletcher, OJ Frederick, and CJ Daniels all out versus Syracuse, all injured. The CJ Daniels and OJ Frederick, Mario Cristobal says that it's going to be a few weeks for them, and in Coach Cristobal speak, that means they're probably done for the season. So I'm expecting them to be out for the season, and I hope to be surprised the other way around. And then no Mark Fletcher this week, so it's going to be time for a lot of Marty Brown, Chris Johnson. Good Lord, not Chris Johnson. Jordan Lyle, Pringle, a.k.a. The Juice, And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different look at running back. Losing Mark Fletcher's big, especially the way that we run the football directly into the center's arse. But we will see what happens there. What else did Mario say? He emphasized that pre-snap penalties are hurting us. Yes, they are, Coach. Listen, Kurt mentioned it on our show on Monday. It really does seem to stem from Brockermeyer, the center. He has been really, really bad. And when your center is bad, excuse me, that affects your entire offensive line. A lot of the pre-snap penalties fall on him. Can we bench him? Can we give Ryan Rodriguez a look? I mean, I know center is a tough position to bench, but he's killing us. He's great in pass protection. It's been good. Our whole offensive line's been good in pass protection, but killing us in the run game and killing us with the pre-snap penalties. I would love to see anybody else in that position. We will see. And then finally, the viral clip of Shannon Dawson yelling at Mario Cristobal on the sideline. It is what we guessed it was. It was that play that Marty Brown completely missed the hole on the right side on that 4th and 1, and it probably would have been a touchdown. He completely missed it, and I think Dawson was yelling to Mario that we missed the hole, and there's just a lot of pent-up anger and anxiety happening on that sideline now, and it's just the way this offense works. Like, there's so much pressure on all of these plays to work because these drives are like 15 minutes long, and we're picking up 3 to 4 yards each play, but the moment you have one negative play, it's over. And so there's just too much riding on every single play with this offense. Not enough big plays, not enough shots, and we're starting to see it kind of affect everybody. We're playing tight, so we're gonna need a big change there. And that kind of it brings me into my next point. So we're out on Monday. Tuesday, college football playoff rankings came out, which has been another very discussed topic in the last few days. Canes come in at number 18. So we saw the AP poll was released. We can finally stop caring about the AP poll. The AP poll, half of those people do not watch the games, can't stand it. But they also had Miami at 18. The college football, the first rankings came out. They have Miami at number 18. It's not a good position, considering where some of the teams that we have beaten are. Okay, so here's my deal. I'm going to preface all this with saying I understand that Miami is in this position because we lost to Louisville and SMU. I get it. And we can say, just don't lose to Louisville and SMU. Fine, that's fair. I agree. So let's put that to the side and be like, well, we did lose to them. So what does this mean now that we have 2 losses? Well, what it means is that in the college football playoff committee's mind, head-to-head wins do not matter. Notre Dame is ranked number 10 in the country, a whole 8 spots in front of Miami. They have the same record. Notre Dame's best win is against USC. Miami beat Notre Dame. The fact that they are 8 spots ahead, it's recency bias. The committee says they don't care when you lose games in the season, that they don't really look into that. Yeah, they do. Because Notre Dame gets to lose their first 2 games of the season, start 0-2, no problem. You're still number 10 in the country. It's a joke. Honestly, a lot of these rankings are a joke to me. Again, Miami put themselves in this bad position, but just getting absolutely zero help and zero love from the committee, and it's not good. Some other notes from the rankings that are crazy. The committee then came out and said, so they explained their decision to put Miami at 18. They said that Miami's offense has been bad and inconsistent recently, so that is why they are 18. Okay. How about Notre Dame? They scoring 25 points against a Boston College defense who has been giving up well over 40 a game. That was just last week. We don't care about that. Okay. How about having Texas? Texas is the 11th ranked team now in the committee. Texas's offense is outside the top 50. Texas has beaten what has Texas done? And they're number 11? I mean, we're talking about a Texas team that lost to Florida. Who did Miami beat? Florida, right? They should have lost to Kentucky. My God, Kentucky outgained them by almost 250 yards, I believe. Texas has been bad this season, but because they are in the mighty SEC, it's an automatic college football playoff berth for you if you're just okay. They've beaten nobody but Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's overrated. But here's the real kicker. They care about the head-to-head there. They'll put Texas ahead of Oklahoma because Texas beat them head-to-head. They will put, what was the other head-to-head? Oh, yeah, they'll put Bama right in front of Georgia because Bama beat Georgia. They're fine with the head-to-head unless it has to do with Miami. Miami beating Notre Dame doesn't matter. 8 spots behind. Joke. It's a joke. Yeah, the SEC bias is out of control. Tennessee is still ranked. 3-loss Tennessee because, those are good 3 losses. Hey, let's give it up for Tennessee. Good 3. Those are good losses, Tennessee. Let's just focus on good losses. You know what, Miami? From now on, when we make our schedule, let's just schedule really, really, really good teams. Load up our schedule. That way we can just pile up the good losses because that's better than wins in the committee's mind. 3 losses? As long as they're good losses, you're good to go. It's a joke. And then what else do I have? Yeah, 9 SEC teams ranked. LOL. So what does this all come down to? Well, the fact is, Miami obviously needs to win out, but we don't need to just win out. We need to win big. We need to win with style, and we need chaos to happen in front of us. I mean, the fact of the matter is just going 10-2 is not going to do it, and you're going to have to show the committee. You're just going to have to blow teams out, I guess, because they seem to be dissecting each Miami game versus these other teams. They're just like, oh, you guys, you won. It's good to go. Alabama, we do not care that you opened up the season to a horrible loss against a horrible FSU team. All good. You guys are good to go. Top 4. Enjoy it. Nope, Miami's going to have to, because the committee's just all over them, they're going to have to win big. So we'll see. A lot of season left. These rankings are going to change, but it's not good. It's just the committee has talked about all of these advanced metrics that they're going to be using, all of these analytics, and they're not using any of that. They're sitting in their room with their old brains and just being like, Miami's offense, they're struggling 18. Well, what about head-to-head against Notre Dame? Blah, who cares? What about Texas? We have them 2-loss Texas. Their offense is just as bad as Miami's. Nah. SEC, they're good to go. ACC's getting screwed. ACC, their highest-ranked team's number 14. Louisville, they should be upset. Louisville is 1 spot ahead of Miami, I believe. Oh, yeah, so head-to-head matters there. 1 spot ahead of Miami. Louisville has 1 loss. Louisville beat one of the teams Notre Dame lost to. But Notre Dame with 2 losses is ranked ahead of 1 loss Louisville? Okay. I'm done. I'm done with it. But all we can do is focus on ourselves, I guess. Whatever. Syracuse week. Listen, guys. We just talked about it. We have to win out. We have to win big. It starts this week with Syracuse. A little bit of Syracuse prep for us to just give you an idea of what we are facing on Saturday. I'll give you a hint. It's not good. This is not a good Syracuse team. And it starts with the fact that their starting quarterback, Steve Angeli, he got hurt, tore his Achilles against Clemson earlier in the year. Syracuse was off to a nice start. They're off to a 3-1 start, big win against Clemson. They lose their quarterback to a torn Achilles, and he's done for the year. He was the Notre Dame transfer, sat behind Riley Leonard last year. He was looking good, so it was a big loss for them. They are now 3-6 on the season, so they've lost 5 straight. And when I tell you that they're having a quarterback disaster over there, this is not hyperbole. It is a complete disaster. So they're 16th place in the ACC. There are 17 teams in the ACC, so they are beating Boston College. Very nice, Syracuse. Before I get into the QB stuff, Fran Brown did announce some staff changes. You'll get a kick out of this. Some staff changes this week. Miles White, wide receiver coach, is no longer on the staff, and instead, get this, get ready for your ears to hear this, Josh Gaddis is their wide receivers coach now. That is right. That is the Josh Gaddis. Wow. Josh Gaddis was previously offensive quality control analyst for them. This is a former Broyles Award winner, folks, was the offensive quality control analyst for Syracuse. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, and now he is their wide receiver coach. So you know these wide receivers are going to be going crazy on Miami. That's just the kind of a cursed program we are, as Jimmy, my brother, would say. Co-host Jimmy, and we also have Kurt, who's our other host. If this is your first time tuning in, it's usually three of us, but I'm the only one without a day job, I guess. And the tight end, listen to this bizarro one. The tight end coach, Mike Johnson, is now the QB coach, and the QB coach, Nunzio Campanelli, is now the tight end coach. So they just went a little swapperoo right there. Fran Brown is kind of nuts with all the changes he makes, and including what we're about to get into is all the quarterback changes. So Syracuse 3-6. The only thing left for them is to try to make a bowl game. They got to win their next three to try to make a bowl game, and that's a big ask, but it starts with Miami, so we are going to get everything Syracuse has, okay? That's a theme. Miami is going to get everything Syracuse has. If this Miami team, for even an ounce, overlooks Syracuse, we are doomed. I'm not saying we're going to lose this game. We're almost 28-point favorites, but I'm talking about it's a close game at half. We don't really pull away. We win by maybe a touchdown, 10 points, and we're just feeling terrible about it. Season's over. College Football Playoff Committee will forget about us completely. We are going to get everything Syracuse has. So we have to play. Our season it's on life support right now. We literally have to go in there and blow every team out. Here's something that I was thinking about as I was going into this week. And Mike Ryan on Kane's Insight, he said this very well, that Miami had been playing not to lose. And there is a part of me that agrees with that. We've seen that Miami goes in with a game plan, they get a lead, they work some clock, and we're just trying to get out of there with a win. And there's something to be said about that, about a conservative team, that sometimes that can be beneficial, especially if you have a really good defense. There's certain things about that make sense. We cannot be that team anymore. We cannot be a team that is just trying not to lose. We have to be a team that is going out there to win the football game, whatever it takes, because we just have to stomp on teams. So it's going to make for, there has to be a mentality change. There has to be a mentality change with Dawson. Cristobal has to step in and be like, we got to go. We have to go early. I don't even care if we're not establishing the run against a team like Syracuse. We should be able to throw the ball all over them. I know we don't have full trust in Carson Beck at the moment. He's had some bad picks. We have to throw that out the door. We just got to let Carson Beck rip it. If he throws a couple picks, it is what it is, but we got to go. We cannot play this little chess match with the other team anymore. We've lost that privilege. We've got 2 losses, and we now have to put up some style points. We've got to completely change the way that we do things on offense. We got to go style points, trick plays. I don't care. We just have to score a lot, score quick, and just blow teams out. That's where we're at now. It's unfortunate. If you don't have that 2 loss, you have the ability to kind of play your style and just get out of there with a win, whatever it takes, work a lot of clock. Nope, no more. Got to go. And that's what we're looking at here. Here's the QB situation I was telling you about with Syracuse. So when Angeli got hurt, I think I'm saying his last name correct. Who knows? When he got hurt, he was replaced with redshirt sophomore Ricky Collins, who is a LSU transfer. Ricky Collins started 4 games. Basically, he had he basically got benched, came back in. He got booed out of the stadium. He's been awful for them. Confidence is completely shot. They're sick of him. One of Syracuse's wide receivers went on a radio show basically bashing the guy, saying that he's hurting their NFL draft stocks as the wide receiver core because he can't get them the ball. Crazy stuff happening. So he gets benched. Walk-on Joe Filardi, a guy who came to Syracuse to play lacrosse, freshman, mind you, he started last week versus North Carolina, completed just 4 passes. I believe it is a record low for the Syracuse football program since joining the ACC. Now, Ricky Collins, the guy that got booed and kicked out, he's now back in the mix for starting against Miami this week. And I know Miami fans sitting here thinking, here we go. Whoever it is going to have their breakout game and is going to suddenly look like Tom Brady out there. I will say I get the scars, I get the PTSD, but we do need to hold our horses on that because we're talking about a guy who he turns the ball over a lot. I do think whoever is the quarterback for Syracuse, Miami's defense should be able to eat. Defensive line should be able to get to the quarterback, put some pressure on him, make him make some bad decisions. I love when a quarterback's throwing a lot of picks to throw a little zone action, confuse the looks. Because sometimes man, it makes it a little bit easier for the quarterback to kind of just play pitch and catch if they're getting some separation. Either way, I think we're fine here. I do think our defense is just going to have a field day. You're talking about one of the worst offenses in college football going up against the best defense in the ACC, giving up just 15.6 points per game. That's what Miami's defense is doing right now. We've got a top 15 defense total in the country. We should be able to dominate this side of the ball. Syracuse also has a freshman named Luke Carney. He's the other quarterback we might see. So they're working with 3 quarterbacks here. None of them are good. And this should just be a big day for our defense to wreak havoc. I mean, I can't tell you how many times they went 3 and out versus that North Carolina defense. Let's see what else I got here. I did write this note a little facetiously. I said, Cuse fans booed Collins out of the building, so his confidence is down, but nothing a road game against Miami can't fix. I kid a little bit because we have seen quarterbacks come into Hard Rock Stadium and have their best days ever. It probably will help him to play on the road and not in front of the fans that are looking for his head to roll. We'll see. It's going to be a docile crowd, I think, at Hard Rock Stadium. It is what it is. Shouldn't affect our team at all. You got to go out there and dominate. Your fans showed up when we needed to. You brought this loss on you. You lost last week to SMU. You got to face the consequences. That's what playing in Miami is. If you don't take care of business, fans aren't going to show up. So you got to earn that back for the fans. We win this game, I'll see you at Hard Rock Stadium the week after against NC State. If we lose this game, I've got full plans to go to the NC State game. Seeing family. Travel's already booked. If we lose this game, I'm canceling that. No, I'm not. I'm sick. I would never cancel. I gotta go. I'll be there. But whatever, you get it. Other notes on this, yeah. As bad as Syracuse's offense is, their defense is just as bad, ranking bottom in the country in every category that matters. Miami's offense should be able to move the ball at ease. But again, Shannon Dawson, I'm looking at you. We got to change up the mentality. We can't start slow. We can't have these long 75-yard, 15-plus play drives. No, we got to go. We have to put up points. We have to show the committee. They looked at you dead in the eye and said your offense isn't good enough. That's why you're at 18. Fair or not fair, that's what they're saying. So you got to go out there and change it. Show them these last 4 games that our offense can be legit, that we have a good offense, that we can score points, and that we deserve to be in the playoff. It's on you. They gave you the blueprint. It's on you. Any other notes here? It is Miami's homecoming game. I know I shudder like you. Everything about this game has writing on the wall to be rock bottom for Hurricanes. I think that this is the start of a nice little run to finish the season on a really high note. I do. but I am an optimist. So whatever. Take that as you will. Yeah, last thing I have, Cuse players to look out for if we had to pick some. I'm telling you guys, this is a very bad Syracuse team. Offensively, Darrell Gill Jr., their wide receiver, he's had some nice breakout moments. He's someone to look out for if the quarterback can get anyone the ball. And then on defense, Davian Kerr, their defensive back, he's got 3 picks on the year, had a big pick last week. Carson Beck, we have to just throw the ball. We got to go. We got to throw the ball. You got to force things. It's over. I'm sorry. This is where we're at. We got to just make something happen. If Carson Beck throws an interception by us trying to be aggressive, so be it. It's where we're at. It's what we're doing. Last thing is don't forget. Don't forget what they never forget. You know? Have you guys ever heard that saying, never forget? It's usually reserved for 9/11. I'm reserving it for Syracuse, Miami. Never forget what they did to you last season. You're up 21-0. You had everything in front. You were about to go to the ACC championship with a college football playoff berth, and Syracuse ripped that from you. Fran Brown then went and thanked Dabo in your face on cameras. It was a joke. It was rock bottom. It was disgusting. Do not forget what they did to you last year. Fran Brown cannot stand the guy. Let's go out there. Let's kill that team. Ruin their bowl chances. Their season's over. Syracuse fans are getting a little frustrated with Fran Brown. You go out there and blow them out and make this whole quarterback fiasco look like more of a disaster than it is already. It's going to be bad times for Syracuse. Go out there and get it done. This isn't the time to mope. This isn't the time to look at rankings. This isn't the time to be all down and out about yourself and feel bad about yourself. You dug this hole, you get out of it. And we have an opportunity to get out of it. We've got 4 games. We have the opportunity to dig ourselves out of this hole, finish the season 10-2, put it in the committee's hands, and then it is what it is at that point. But you got to get there first. If you want to blame the committee and blame SEC bias and blame anything, first take care of your job on the field. It starts Saturday, 3:30 p.m. against Syracuse. Let's go. Let's play a full, clean game of Miami Hurricanes football, pure dominance, because you guys are so much better than anything you're lined up on that side. You're so much more talented. Everything about Miami is better than Syracuse. So go out there on the field, execute, and get it done. Whew, I'm about to pass out. All right, that's all I got. That's our prep show. Oh, actually, real quick before we close out, as is tradition on this prep show, I go through the schedule, college football schedule, and give you a little watch list of what to watch, who to root for, basically what can help Miami. So I'm just going to quickly fly through this schedule, and here we go. Looking at the games, none of these matter. We got Tulane at Memphis on Friday night. That'll be fun. Memphis right now is who the college football playoff is predicting will be in that 12th spot as the group of 5 at large. Here we go. We got Indiana at Penn State. Penn State, go State. I don't know if that's their saying. Georgia at Mississippi State. Go Mississippi State. Gosh, none of these are going to happen. BYU at Texas Tech. That's just a Big 12 championship preview game probably. Be interesting there. Whoever wins that, then the other team wins the Big 12, and then what do they do about the splits, whatever. I say BYU. I'd like BYU to win that. SMU at Boston College. I don't know. I guess we need SMU to, because we're done for the ACC. So, we need SMU to win that. We need SMU to win every game from here on out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this is chaos. Whatever. We go down. Ohio State at Purdue. Oh my gosh, none of these top 5-10 teams are going to be losing this week. Go Purdue, the Boilermakers. The Citadel at Ole Miss. Oh man, how the heck is Ole Miss playing the Citadel on November? What will it be? 8th? Gross. And we go. A lot of bad games. Texas A&M at Missouri. Come on, Missouri. Get it done. Well, actually, no, because Missouri beats Texas A&M, and then they're like, oh, they're both now in the playoffs. with this. Oh, makes me sick. Oregon at Iowa, another one. They threw Iowa in that playoff. They threw Iowa in the top 25 just because of this Oregon game. Like, Duke at UConn, who cares? Auburn at Vanderbilt. Come on, Auburn. That would be a nice one. That would be a really, really nice one. Auburn gets the fired coach bump, interim head coach bump. Oh, I'd love to see the Tigers get it done. Washington at Wisconsin doesn't matter. Stanford at Wake Forest at Virginia. Again, I don't really know how to root for these ACC games at the moment. Our best bet is we need whatever the ACC championship is, the loser of that game is completely out. So I don't really know what that means. I guess go Wake Forest. I think we still have like a 1% chance of making the ACC championship. Cal at Louisville. Like, again, I don't know how to root for these, but Louisville is ahead of us in the college football playoff. So is Virginia. So, yeah, go Wake, go Cal. Get it done. Florida State at Clemson. Oh, man, I would actually love to see. This is tough. I don't like either of them. Florida State winning would make our win against them look better. Sure. Go Noles. Nah, I can't do it. I don't know. LSU at Bama. Go tie. Oh, that's my lock of the week. LSU plus 11.5 at Bama. Get the fire coach bump. Everyone hates Brian Kelly. Get it done. That would be sweet if LSU could win that game. Navy at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a tough one. Do we want Notre Dame to also finish 10-2 and then leave it up to the committee for the head-to-head and it makes our schedule look better? Or do we just want Notre Dame out? Give them that third loss and we don't have to worry about it? I have no idea. Go Navy. And that really is it. Florida at Kentucky. Yeah, the more Florida wins, I guess it helps us, but I can't. Florida and Florida State, I can't cheer for them. I guess Florida already fired their head coach. It's over. Maybe it'd be nice if they keep winning. Yeah, that's all I got. It's chaos. Miami, just take care of business. Do your thing. Let's go. It starts on Saturday, 3:30 at The Rock. YouTube TV still in a dispute with ESPN, so figure out how to watch it. Utter disaster. Shame on them. Shame on the billion-dollar corporations and the millionaires in charge for hurting you and me, the little men. Okay? Hope everyone has a great Thursday, a great Friday into the weekend. And yeah, happy November. A lot of great holidays coming up, a lot of good stuff. Hope you and the family are well, and let's start winning some football. Everyone talks about Miami can't win in November. Everyone's talking about Mario Cristobal's November record, Mario Cristobal's ACC record. You can fix a lot of that by winning these last 4 games. It starts Saturday. Go.